So here we are, one new season. Last time we ended up pretty high, by which I mean 39. So there are a couple players that did hit Diamond Master. I was one game away, so I was unable to hit it. I would love to compete well this time, but from the scrims, there's a lot of strong teams out there, so it's going to be difficult. Our team is Terra. She is there with a lot of damage. And a pretty good amount of bulk, especially magic. She's got 42 spirit, 9000 HP, and then 49% magic resistance, 30 missile res. Feel like she's there to just survive a while. I do have a charm resist rune. I haven't had time to level it, but by the end of the season she will have 25% charm resist, which is also pretty fun in my perspective. Then we have Cetia. I think she's a little bit too slow at 99 agility. That could be an issue for us, and she doesn't have the highest of attacks, but she's still fairly bulky. 7000 HP on an archer is really good, and then she's got good magic and missile resistances as well. So that's a pretty strong unit overall. And then finally we have Seymour. He won't hit that hard with 1200 attack. He won't be the most accurate either, but he'll be decent. He's mostly squishy, which I think is a bit scary. But he has the charm, which is really good, and he can wield the Keen Blade, which is also very much to our advantage. He's also stun immune and charm immune, so that could be interesting. But again, if he gets hit, he's dead, so that's a bit scary. You've seen the team. I think it's time to go in and see what we face. I'm very curious. From the scrims that I've done, I think most players, at least the ones I saw, are going to be going for long-range strategies. Lightning, not an element I scrimmed against, but I expect a Frederika in there. Yep, so Frederika, Cloud, and Mont. So that is a long-range strategy paired with a Keen Blade support. So we'll see how exactly they do. Let's take a look at their vision cards first. We are faster than them. What a weird... Okay. I feel like I have an edge in the vision card department for sure. This is probably a team against which I want to go in fast. That's the feeling they give me. Just hit him hard and fast and I'll have a good... I'll be in a good position. If I move here, am I going to just get sniped? I could, actually. So that might be a bit scary. But I kind of don't think they will. So I'll do my typical start. Increase Seymour's agility further. Can I hit one of them from here? I don't think I can, right? No. So there we go. This makes it a bit harder for them to hit me with Fred. I don't think she has the mobility to hit me immediately. But I should stay here just for that one extra square of reach. Okay, what is their opening? So, thank you guys for being here. I was very eager for the next season. I feel like it's been way too long. So Fred, for some reason, moves towards my team, which is a bit weird. No bells so far, so they don't have enough to spam, but they do have enough for a couple casts. Then Mont moves away from his team, which makes the Keen Blade less probable, actually. So I'm a bit wondering what's going on here. But I will pop mine. It's time to just start hitting. As hard as we can, as fast as we can, essentially. We will use Mortal Spirit. Keep moving forward. And then hopefully Terra is able to lab, Cetia is able to lab, but I'm not convinced. No, she is not. And she can only hit one of them. So you know what, I pulled the trigger way too early here, and that is not good for me. So what I'll do is I'll use Fire Blessing, increase her range and all of that. And then I think I'll just keep her here, outside of the enemy team's range, while she will now be in range for them. with her extra +1 range she just cast on herself. So this is it for her. Seymour, meanwhile, can start going forward. He will die if I do that, right? So putting him here might be the best of ideas. It will be hard for Cloud to hit him. Or just here. Yeah, no. He needs to reach the enemy team, so I need to put him somewhere where he can. I feel like I'm not navigating this as well as I could have. I popped the Keyblade for no reason. But let's see what they do. They use bells. Okay, so far so good. If I'm here, then I can only hit Fred, but she will die from it. So I guess I'll do that. So, okay. The biggest enemy threat is down. I don't really see how the remaining team members could do much. And I need to turn on recommended abilities. I don't know why it's not on currently, but I need that. So we'll use Meltdown for now. Don't want to drop the Limit Break immediately. Yeah, that is weird. I thought I had recommended abilities turned on the emulator, but I guess not. Now, I could actually just not attack right now and back off and let him come to me, but I am in enough of an advantageous position that I don't need to. Oh, I don't reach? Sad. That means I don't reach any of them. Well, might as well. Try to keep the high ground. That really doesn't do much to him. He's quite resistant to my missile attacks. But halfway through Cloud and no more reflex for him. And now Seymour plays again before they go. He's not really in range to charm anyone because Cloud will probably hit and move away. But he will be in range to pop the Courage on Mont, so that's not bad. There keeps running away. It's okay. We'll use the Dream Calling Blade for a chance to put him to sleep. It does not work, but it's fine. Then we will finish this guy off with another Meltdown, leaving only a cornered Cloud that we should be able to hit now with Thermal Exposure. Yep. Can't reflex because it's been disabled, and match 1 is in the bag, but they did not have an ideal setup, so it's not that good of a measure of how we could do against Lightning. Yeah, Kayluchi, I'm very happy to use Cetia. So, fun fact, I have other themes that I think will be stronger than that, but I really just want to use Cetia, and because of that, I'm running this team. But we immediately run into Seix, who is another very experienced live PvP player. I believe I've ran against them a couple times. And if they have Leela, I thought this would be Leela, Corwell, MMoore. But this is a version where they have 2 hasters, no Keyblade. I feel like this gives us a very decent shot, because they don't have a good way of dealing with Terra. Thank you, Sir McRain. I sure hope I'll have good luck. But let's see. They can't do much to us in a single cast. They need a lot more than that. Also, Nicole, you also fought Leela more. This is the reason I didn't want to run my Mono Earth team. I felt like Mono Earth was my strongest team against anything but Wind. But the fact that it's dependent on not matching Wind was too scary for me. So in this specific case, we'll begin like this. We'll start moving forward because it's fine against these guys as long as I'm not in range of more or the stop. So this position is the perfect one. PTSD from last CM. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that very much. If I increase my Seymour's agility, am I going to get to lap or not? She's only at 8 CT, so I think a steal time is enough to go faster. But I might be wrong. It is enough, great. Unless, of course, they haste Little Leela. In which case, it's not enough, and I'm maybe in a bit of a trouble. What's up, Zakiap? Well, we are getting ready to shoot things. Yeah, it's been a long time. It's hard to find the time to stream outside of the class matches, and honestly, it's the time where I have the most fun streaming too, so it's really what I want to focus on. Do I want to use anything except bells? I don't think so. I think bells is the way to go here. So bells, close in on my friendly neighborhood Seymour. Which means, I think, being here currently. So I can reach the back line better. And then, they did haste Leela. Damn it. Darkfina or Beauty Leela? Beauty Leela, 100%. I don't think Darkfina has the long-term viability of, So, yeah. What's an issue here is because they hasted Leela immediately, they recognized what I was going to do, they will be able to probably kill Seymour. And if Seymour dies, it's not like I'm going to immediately lose, but I won't get my Keen Blade into multiple turns into massive damage. So it's not as good of a start as it could have been. Let's see what they choose to do though. I was kind of taking the bet that they would not immediately be hasting Leela and I would be able to lap her, but didn't quite work out, so we now have to kill her and then find a way to stay out of range of MMoore's silence. It's not that bad. She doesn't have a re-raise as far as I can tell. Did she re-raise on turn 1? I just need to check that. I don't see it, so I don't think she did. So what that means is I can just... I need to advance one square to the side. Crescent Riot Blade, 93% hit chance. That is not enough. So then I will instead Meltdown. That is going to be enough. Now, more goes, and then Cetia uses probably the Limit Break to finish off Leela. After that, I'll still have the range advantage, but I will have taken damage. Yeah, Leela is going to go down. Maybe I should have used the Crescent Riot Blade, because she's actually tanky for a Leela. Like, surprisingly so. But we'll see. If I don't have the damage to kill her, I don't know how I built my Cetia, but I feel like there's something very wrong with what I'm doing. Armor Incinerating Bowshot. Yeah, if they say the Armor Incinerating Bowshot kills, then it means it will crit. So thank you, game, for this insider knowledge. Very weird feature. But yeah. Yeah, full win team. It's an interesting team, but I think it's weaker overall than the version that I fought previously. I'm 6 squares away, so she can't hit me. Because I did hit a version with Corwall instead of Kitone in scrims, and that was very deadly because they also had long range. Here, like, what can they do? Now that they've lost Leela, I will be able to just go here and start shooting more while she can't come to me at all. So she's just stuck in her corner trying to do stuff, but she can't make much happen. It's a pretty comfortable spot to be in, overall. Yeah, so, especially since they already have haste, they don't need a second haster. Although, to be honest, I'm not too sure. I think Kitone was hasting, but I'm not entirely sure. Whether she had... Yeah, she casts, so she is a time mage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, she's staying out of my range. I do not have to advance with Terra. Unless she... I can hit. So that's a bit of an advantage here. I'll just... I don't think I can hit anyone from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can't. They can't hit me from here either, so the best thing I can do with her is Immortal Spirit on the spot. And then save a bit of CT because they are hasted, they are very fast. I can expect them to eventually lap me, which is scary. Thermal exposure doesn't do a whole lot. Can I shoot it from here? No, I can't. It's a difficult call whether I should advance or not, but I think it's better to begin with increasing my range, just so I can maintain distance between them and myself. I think that's going to be the best call for now. Save CT again, because if I advanced into them while they are hasted, I use a bit too much CT, and they end up reaching me with a lap, and that's something I can't afford. So I'm going to make sure I don't get lapped as much as I can. Kitone can stop my team very reliably. We do have 25 stop resist, and it is not enough. So she increases her agility. Annoying as it is, it's not the end of the world. I can 2-punch more by using Crescent Riot Blade, I think, into Re-Raise Removal ability. But let's see what happens here. Kitone begins moving forward, does not lap, but will probably just splits a semi, trying to get herself a bit of safety. How evadey are they? Probably a bit. Oh, not at all. So they don't dodge. 400 luck? Yeah, no. Interesting. Chose to walk into my range. Should I kill? Yeah, I'll kill more. Yeah, the team has a better chance if they're aggressive. So, hit number 1 doesn't do a whole lot, but it sets up Cetia for the follow-up, and she'll use the Flame Binding bow shot. Oh shit, I'm out of range. Oh, that's terrible. I messed up. I thought I was in range to do that. Well, that is really, really bad then. Bad as in I might have lost. Well, shoot. 4-1 today? That's not bad at all. Yeah, that was really a bad mess up on my part. Somehow I didn't realize Cetia's range. I thought I could hit one more square further, and that I would be able to use the re-raise removal to hit on more. The fact that I can't means that now More the Merrier can silence my Terra, which makes her useless for a couple turns. And that is a very scary perspective. Fortunately though, they didn't recognize that, well, they won't be able to stop my Cetia because of where I placed myself, so I'm out of range from Kitone. I do believe she might be able to lap me though, and if she does, I'll have one silence unit, one stopped unit, and it's pretty much GG. So I hope they can't lap. Okay, uses Shadow Flare, hopefully meaning that they can't lap because they used a bit more CT. No, they still lap. That's insane. Wow. Alright, I misplayed horribly. So now, probably getting stopped. I only have 25% resistance again, so yeah, it does land. Terra gets a turn, but she's silenced, so doesn't have much that she can do. What happens if I try to Tonic Blade or Blade Bash? It doesn't do anything, right? It really doesn't. So I have to survive a couple turns, is what it comes down to. I'll at least split away. Saintly Healing doesn't do much for me. Divine Grace does give me 700 HP, but Sentinel will give me more EHP. If I lose this, it's entirely my fault. I did not read how the game was going to go at all. Actually, no, I just miscalculated my range by 1. But I should have won. Either I should have used both my units to hit Kitone. Yeah, Now that I think back at it, I think that was it. I think it was use both your units to hit Kitone and then win. Shoot. Well, at least I can't say the team was bad. I can say I was bad. So that's better than nothing. So we lost game 2, moving on to game 3 now. So yeah, now we've made Cetia with 25 more stop resistance. That is going to help us in future similar matchups. And we're going in for match 3. Tough decisions. So we fight Seer this time. Also a Cloud player currently. So let's see what Seer has to throw to us. I'm expecting again Cloud, Frederika. They might still have Keenblade because Cloud can use it. And then a little Leela. So what are they going to do here? Former top 10? Is that so? I'm not too familiar with Seer. They have agility, immediately pops the Keenblade. They begin with aggression. I wonder whether Leela can reach everybody. Uses CT. Oh, that's funky. I didn't expect this at all. At least is what I can say. What a weird way to rush an enemy, but a weirdly efficient way. So I'll lose this for sure. I can't win this. What a lame but interesting start. It's the new version, I guess, of the CT cheese. I gotta admit, did not expect that. So I took 0 turns in this match, and I will officially call it a very, very lame fight. Well, we just had a very, very lame match. I guess let's go again. And yeah, if this is common, I will have to change my my starting positions. I don't know, that could be the guy. I'm very much not aware. But yeah, this, I guess, funny strategy, but I have a lot of issues. I've talked about this before. I have a lot of trouble if a player's strategy revolves around giving the other player no turns. Like, you're not playing a strategy game at that point, you're just playing a couple starter turns. But, it is what it is. So far, really shitty beginning of the season. We've already got 2 losses. One, I guess, to our misplay, and one to something ridiculously OP. Well, OP if the enemy starts in front of them. It's really what it comes down to. And then the game's like, we've found the worst opponent for you, so let's try to find another one, and they won't match me. Who do we have? We have Sictred. Yeah, exactly. The Sykes fight, I can't complain. I made a mistake and it caused me to lose, and it was a good match. The Seer match was pretty damn lame. But this time, Oberon, Noctis, and their buddy Mont. So let's see what happens here. They are immediately in front of me. They will probably go ahead and go for a rush strat, so I can just stay in place and be ready to get rushed. So with Steal Time and Affinity, Seymour goes to 127 agility. So that's really the idea, is I need him to be able to take a turn at the right timing. Against a team like this, you don't want to move, because they have to come to me, so I have the advantage in exchange of saving 1/5 of a turn, 20 CT every turn, because I don't have to be doing any movement. If they don't come to me, I can always poke later in the fight, and then gain an advantage that way. But I do have a couple buffs to use, so it's not too bad. And then normally they're going to have to like point warp next to Oberon and then keep walking forward quickly. But they go for the more offensive version, where they have Power of the True King on turn 1, so that's interesting. They could Keenblade immediately. I feel like they're going to wait one more turn and try to get a lap on. So Immortal Spirit, good call. Shield, also pretty good call. Here, should I just wait? I think so, because I'll then play before them, but between them, but before Mont, which will allow me to stop their advance. I will use the Immortal Spirit. It's a pretty important step here. And then, should I advance or should I not? I should not. There's no reason to give them, close in on them at all. I can't hit from here as far as I'm aware. And I think the buff I want against them... Fire Blessing for more agility. Sorry, Dominant Fire? No. I'll get the extra square of range. I think that's going to be more important. So now they can advance, but again, Seymour plays before them, so I can KB before they pop theirs. If they go here, they are in my range. So they might choose not to do that. It's entirely up to them. But they will have to advance at some point, so I'm fine with it. This guy has 88 agility, so critical evasion and area resistance up, and then moves forward only one square, which I think puts him in my range, but I'm not sure. And now Mont is going to go. What's my current CT? It's only at 49. So let's see, I'm at 60 and 64, they are at 17 and 12. My team is faster than theirs, which means they can't lap me, even if they use Keenblade right now. So I will wait and hope I can measure CT well enough. If I make a mistake in my measurements, well, too bad. Didn't pop it, great. So now I think it's time for me to start hitting, probably. No, I'm still not in range. Shoot. I will Sentinel. And advance. And wait here. Still not reaching. That is a bit scary. Let's see. This time, Domain of Fire. Extra agility. Move Cetia back to a safer spot a little bit. Like here. That is moving her away from Oberon by 2 squares, which I like. Now this guy plays before Mont again, but between these two, which is really the perfect spot to play. So I'll just wait. Yeah, basically what happened is Cloud used the Keenblade into a CT average, which, because they had just gained 150 CT, was enough to just give them, basically reset them back to what they had before. So double resistance. They have every buff in the book right now. They really need to move into me. Yeah, it's exactly like you say, Bunja Boy. And it's something that's allowed within the game, so we can't complain about it too much. I just think it's poor etiquette to do something like this. Alright, now's the time to pop it. They are in range. Oh, I'm hitting only one. That sucks. Should I just charm him? What's my chance? 73%? Not worth it, I'll pop it.
I've got you.
And then hope I can do decent damage, which I really can't, honestly. They are bulky. Wow. Well, this is it. I know they have barriers, but this is still a very impressive amount of bulk. They basically took no damage from that. I can follow that up with Flight of the Firebird. How does Noctis take 0 damage? Is he missile immune or something? Oh yeah, they have a full-on missile resistance team. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, I would also save my charm for Oberon, but here's the thing, Oberon is going to kill Seymour now. I won't get the chance to do that because they'll pop their own version of Keenblade and then move on to my team. And all I can do is hope Terra's bulky enough for that. She does not have a lot of fierce resistance. Well, wait, that's not Keenblade. Let's go, huh? Okay. Consider me highly surprised by this turn of event. But they did not use what I thought they would, and I guess I'll just go for kills now. Yeah, honestly, no use for charming anymore. I'll just kill all of them. Alright. So, not exactly what I thought would happen. But, here we go. Got this one. So we have one match left. Can we make today more wins than losses day at least? That would be the new goal. So Just Malaki. And Just Malaki is running Joker. The team I'm most scared of like this, aside from maybe the emulator crashing, which could be a thing, is Prompto, Lorenzo, Joker. I've seen this in scrims, it is terrifying. So I've never won against it yet. So it's not the Lorenzo version, it's still a version that has haste, but at least they don't have a Keenblade on top. So it's not as scary. They also start very far away from my team. AP drain their own Chel for infinite AP. Badass strategy. It gives me the information that they're not a gunner, but that doesn't really matter. Alright, goodbye, Wenja boy. It was fun having you here. Into Knight's Blessing. Clearly they've practiced their intro. So that's a cool way to start a fight. What next though? Prompto probably uses bells, so their entire team has infinite AP. Yes. Yeah, Chel on Thief Sub does have Steel Heart as far as I'm aware. So that is something to be wary of. And in a team like this, I need to send my Terra ahead so she has, well, so she can hit. And I probably want to grab the high ground too. Yeah, basically once he has haste, my chance to win becomes lower, but at the same time, he only has 5 casts of haste, so he's limited in what he can do with that. And I have Keenblade, which I can use to kind of possibly turn things around a bit. What I'm trying to do currently, guys, is go to the very high ground over here, because that will give me extra range over him. So he started away from the high ground, which gives me an interesting option here of trying to go up here. Now, haste number 1. I'm pretty sure she won't bother hasting herself. Agility and luck up. I should look at their vision cards, but I think they are set for an evasion-ish Prompto. Now extra range and agility. It's very scary. Let's take a second to look at their stuff. Very high attack, very high accuracy. 545 luck will make him pretty evadey as well. I can't use meditation from here. Should I use anything, really? Nope, I'll save my CT. They will be hasted after all. So begins hasting their Prompto. That is one of them with haste currently. At that point, I'm not sure what their range is, but I think they can... Yeah, if he moves there, he can definitely shoot a bunch of my guys. And that's the issue with Prompto and Joker, is you don't see their range just from hovering them. So it's very hard to know where they can reach with their abilities. Pretty sure I'm out of range of at least one of them though from here. So I'll move her a little bit further forward. Terra will go. Let's Cetia. Let's go see what happens if I go here. Still can't hit anyone. Can probably get hit herself. What height is this? It's height 3. So it's not that high actually. But I'll move here for now and use the Fire Blessing for some extra range. And then if I'm on height 3 and they're on height 1, I get a bit of extra range on them. And they get 1 less range on me. So that's the idea. Joker Prompto is the new black among the camping group. Yeah, that could be. I really have trouble centering myself on the camera today. So I did get hit. They pulled trigger the first time. They are going to haste another unit very shortly. That first hit wasn't too bad. If I go here, I can't Keen Blade, which is a bit unfortunate. Well, I can, but I can't hit 2. So is it worth it to just wait? Or should I do it now? I think I'll do it now. I'll try to get something done.
I've got you.
How many battles in? This is battle number 5 already for today. So we are nearing the end of our day here. So that is only a 56% chance on him. But I can't reach him with Meltdown. So should I bet on a 56? I guess I will, because I've got nothing better to do. And apparently I've missed it. So very unfortunate. That, I guess, should have, quote-unquote, landed. But it's not the end of the world either. So now Prompto is hasted, and so is Joker. I can go in with 1 potential charm, or I can Dream Calling Blade, which is a 100% chance with something else happening, but let's see, who's next? The next one to play is Prompto, which means a 66% charm is more interesting. It does land, so that's good. Mostly it wastes his turn. I don't think he'll do much against his own team, but if he's forced to do something else against me, I'm pretty happy. So is Trigger happy onto his friendly neighborhood Chel? Does not kill her, I think, but poisons her, which means she's kind of doomed. Now, they'll probably just basic attack Prompto, break the charm, and then some other stuff's going to happen. But if that's the case, I'm fine with it. Chel will be dead in a couple turns. She won't be hasting anymore. Oh, 886. Will she die to the next poison proc is something I can now check. Reflex incoming. Oh, don't talk about reflex. We don't talk about reflex here. It's not a thing. So I take a bit of damage from him, but really not that much. Okay, does she have 886 HP? No, she has more than that, so she won't die to the next hit. From here, thermal exposure hits only 1, so it's not great, but I'll still throw it out. There's a bit of a setup move. Terra can then cap that chain for some decent damage. She will be able to hit both. Again, if I had not missed the 56% chance, we would not be in this predicament. But what can they do here? Oh yeah, that's right. Chel can charm. So that's something to be afraid of, perhaps. I guess we'll see. They still haven't touched my archer in the back. So choose to kill Seymour. So that's 1 guy's on our end down. They still have all their members, but they are pretty damaged. They still haven't popped anything here. Joker plays again. Damn, I dislike haste. It's so good, but it's so annoying when I don't have it. Oh, she can't charm if she's time mage. That is true. So I'm safe from this. She's probably casting Imperil onto Terra. So Joker hits her, pops the Courage, and then Imperil finishes her up. Nope, chooses to Swift Strike my backline. So interesting decision. And was choosing to haste. Okay. I need to kill Prompto. I think that's the first order of business, is killing Prompto here. Yeah, I'll use Thermal. It doesn't kill him. Shoot. That means I have to, again, bet on a no reflex, which is bad. But it's better than losing. So, okay, this is done. Now I can melt down this guy again for some okay-ish damage, which I will do from this angle, because I don't want to get hit. Nope, nope, nope. This gives me an AoE. Well, this also gives me an AoE. Shoot, there's no good solution. I'll do it from here. Did we meet the hard Y unit? Who's the hard Y unit? Ishtala? We haven't met Ishtala. So now she can't cast anything on me because she'll die to the poison tick before it casts, which is why this position was safe. And now Joker can potentially kill one of mine, but he can't kill both. And he can't move out of my reach either. So if he does that, I take a pretty bad hit. I lose one more. Then he still needs 2 hits to take care of Terra. Meanwhile, he dies in 1. So I believe we've got it. Tough matchup, though. Not that clean of a win. But there we go. 3 wins today overall.